Me either. Yeah, but like I don't know. I'm excited for that. It's like, yeah, I feel like Carl's gonna be like, let me DM like never before. You know, like just come back in swing. Sounds for real. Hmm. Yeah, because he was expecting to grind. Hmm, dang. But yeah, um, yeah. Yeah, weirdly, you did sound a little bit better before. That sounds better. Twinsies. You're beginning to feel bad about this. The shoe's on the other foot now. Yep. Yep, the one. We the big thing we learned from Mustalos was that he didn't like turn his trap off or like the alarm spell off. He didn't. He was like, my ward wasn't faulty or whatever, because like I kind of suspected him of foul play. Um, yeah, somebody knew how to get past it. Hmm. And he also has a soft spot for the ghost as well. Hmm. Yep, I'm excited. I must have missed something. Yeah, Shivers is just sitting up in the bed. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I must have missed something. What's all this? What happened? Did ye go and blow our cover? Hey. Oh. Ah, you broke the rule. Ye didn't be telling me this part. Struck ye. And Shivers gets out of bed, like just throws the covers off against the wall, and like gets up and walks over. I be thinking he was waiting to get another one of them gold skulls for the murder. Right. Arcane focus axe beak eggs. Yeah, exactly. So we be preparing for the worst then. And ye clearly have never been keeled hauled. But although there are much worse things, we will be prepared. He's so cute. Yeah, it uh, essentially just Shivers wants to have a plan for if stuff goes really south with Bali. Like, what would we do if they do try to kick him out? We got Eeyore as a party member. Aye. Then let's be moving forward. Yep, we're playing D&D. It said it's dead, yeah. Shivers saw that it said 100 gold, no less, and made a note. Can I make a note that I'm sitting next to Ronzo? I got you, lad. I knew it. I knew it. A powerful boredom. Yes. Mm-mm. I know about the card. The card. Good. But not the center. Are people on this one currently that's starting to vibrate? You weren't so nice with the doorman. Just kidding. You just see him like, yeah. Yeah. I'm being assaulted. Mhm, mhm. I'm pretty sure he just saved me life. That thing was a beast from below. That was the definition of strange right there. Mhm. Our man. What comes to my immediate mind is being unbreakable or like immovable. Yes, dude. That is power. Right. That's the best. Yeah. Uh, I feel like there's some kind of common ground that we can find between all these ideas to create a singular idea of power. Control, I really like. And then the inability to be controlled, which would be where mine was at. So that others cannot just come and slay and force themselves upon you like all these other classmates seem to want to do. Mm. Or being like a master of manipulation, we can say, because then we also would not be able to be manipulated, and then that would be. But then that's. I don't know if that's the image we want to put out for ourselves. Don't talk to us. Yeah. 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 Let's short and sweet and simple. Knowledge is power, bitch. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Bali, that there. And I'm gonna point towards like pendulum. Them be the ones giving you all that trouble. I've got an idea. They're like looking at us all fucked up and uh just Greta. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So am I. Ronso, you think you can pick up one of them dummies? What you got? I'd like you to hit me with the dummy. Yes. Quite sure. I'm going to, while this is happening, look at Greta. Yeah. Ooh. Okay.
You said you were taking the soup ladle out, so are you using a feat of magic then, or?
I was trying to, yeah.
Sure. Yeah, definitely with this feat of magic, you kind of harness this extra power as something Marcus would be more familiar with as you smite this dummy. Not a holy smite, but more of thunderous, as the ground shakes. And it doesn't really go to the moon. You hit it hard enough, though, that it pops out, kind of with a couple feet of essentially log on there. And it's definitely light enough to lift.
Last chance, Shivers. You sure about this?
My body is ready.
I pick it up off the ground and I smack him with it as hard as I can.
Yeah, I want you... So it's going to hit.
Yeah.
I want you to roll me the damage of a great club, which honestly I think is the same as your unarmed damage, so you can just roll. Be a d8.
Okay.
Plus strength.
Lucky for you. I rolled a 1 on the d8.
So I'm guessing that's a 4.
I'm looking right now, I'm sorry.
No worries.
Yeah, 4.
Alright. I'm gonna hellish rebuke the dummy.
Yeah, that's how I thought it was going to be.
Yep.
As I do want you to roll damage.
Will do. Just, you want me to just use the skill?
Yeah, use the spell.
Okay. Cast spell. Damage.
Yeah, the dummy does not succeed on its dex save.
Okay.
As Ronzo shivers casting this spell at the dummy, it ignites in your hands, in your arms. As you look at Pendulum.
And can I make an intimidate? Or
yeah, make me an intimidate.
That's the whole vibe here.
Gotcha.
Like, if she's gonna throw punches at this pretending it's us, I'm gonna show what we're gonna do to her.
Damn. As she's like, after hitting it, she smiles while looking at you. As you burn this dummy, you practically see like a vein like burst, essentially. She's just seething. And she slams down on Pain, knocking him to the ground. And she looks away. Just pissed. As you see Grug, he wears these very small glasses that don't really fit now. As he has a little pencil as or not pencil, a quill, as he seems to be writing.
How are you guys gonna dummy it up?
I
was gonna
I'm
ask what the
dropping
dummy
the
was.
flaming dummy.
What's it made out of?
It's essentially wooden straw. Like if you imagine, like it's kind of like a wooden. It's like a wooden cross. It has like a little head on it, and then around the body, it's like a hay bale kind of deal.
Almost like a scarecrow.
Yeah.
I want to try to use a feat of magic and I want to try to use because you don't have to technically use the spells, but you can kind of emulate them, correct? That a sorcerer and a wizard could use, like first level in cantrips.
Yep. That is.
I want to walk up to it and see if I can shoot flames with burning hands out of my trunk.
Burning trunk.
Burning trunk.
Yeah. And how do you want to do this? This is more education, and this is kind of like before. You're trying something that you really haven't
I'm
tested.
gonna hold my waka nut in my trunk while I'm doing it, and just kind of like try to heat it up, maybe, or like think about it, like the property of like the temperature. And I don't know if that will even do anything, but if you think it, you can do it, I guess. I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think that sounds kind of like a nature.
Okay. Let's go for
That
nature.
should have
That's
been
what
our
you were thinking.
motto.
If you can think it, you can do it. It's not too late.
I think you're not.
Oh, right. So I forgot you have to choose a skill to go with it.
Yep.
Okay.
With the feat of magic, you're essentially.
Yeah. I guess I'll go with that. That's fine. I'm just gonna have to roll real good. Alright. I did not roll real good.
You haven't practiced a lot with your walking nut. It makes sense.
Yeah.
That's real damn low. As Polly, you start to heat up this waka nut. You imagine it. Sadly, not a lot of heat going out. A lot of heat very dedicated to this nut that you're holding. As kind of you notice as Bali concentrates, it starts to glow and glow. Ooh. As Bali, kind of concentrating, not paying attention, this nut just ignites.
Is it gonna evolve?
And so first you take 4 fire damage.
A giant piece of popcorn.
I just think you had a metapod.
4 fire damage.
As you drop this nut that it falls onto the snow in front of you and just burns it. It starts scorching the ground.
Hey, at least I got it on fire. That was pretty cool. Yeah. Just gotta work on my delivery.
Yep.
Yeah. Your nut is a little bit burnt now.
At least it's not ruined. I thought it was gonna burst into flames. Like you use it once and your arcane focus is done.
Luckily, it's a little more durable than that. Marcus.
I think in a similar vein as Shiver's display, I think I'm gonna pull out the crossbow and the mace that I took off of that Goliath's dead body.
Yep.
And just kind of wave them around a little. I'm thinking maybe if I also taunt her, and maybe I'll feel better, you know?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna try to load the mace into the crossbow. Is this a bad idea?
Hey, if it turns out to, if it makes a show, it might be even better.
Yeah.
I guess a check will show us if it's a bad idea.
Yeah, and I'm gonna try to shoot the mace at the dummy, I guess.
You're innovating engineering right before our very
Sure.
eyes.
Yeah, I'm trying to
I'm in like
think.
a seated position because I don't feel like standing. Yeah.
Yep, I'm trying to think if this is more of like performance or almost like crossbow mechanics, like more on an investigation level stuff or something.
Interesting.
Or you could also do intimidation just to.
I'll tell you, they're all +1, so I can't go wrong.
They really are all +1. I'm looking right now.
Performance it is.
Why is nature intelligence? God.
Yeah, and why is medicine wisdom?
Right?
You got
Yeah.
so smart.
This, luckily, it is a heavy crossbow. It is big. It is rugged. As you kind of, it doesn't really fire it like straight and hard at this dummy. It's almost like a funny like show, as it just kind of lobs it out, goes like doom, this kind of lazily arcs into this dummy and bounces off.
That's the best.
It's like one of those like Nerf rocket launchers with like
Yeah. As Greta with like just another pound just sends this dummy just another foot down. Just incredibly pissed. And you see some of the other people. You see the Hellsingers too focused. The orcs and these people in large coats. They kind of look over for a second and have a giggle.
Yeah, I bet. You look like a bunch of insane people.
As Grug comes up to each group, he gives them small evaluations. He comes up to your group. Knowledge, power, not quite there. But good first day. Grug here. And he leans close. You beat up Nice.
Oh. She started it.
Good work. You be strong someday.
Is it too late to change our names? Or not our names, but our motto. We were allowed to change our names before.
He scratches his head.
See, we're a little bit on the adaptive side of things. Got to feel it out a bit.
He kind of looks around thinking. Homework. Completely ignoring you, Shivers. Kind of lost in his own thought. It's just too many words for this man.
Yep. It's not his first language.
And he takes out this huge book, like this thick. And he hands it to, let's see, the weakest performance, Bali. As Bali, you take this book. I'm going to need a strength saving throw. Damn. As he passes you this book, you don't even flinch. You hold this, like, 200-pound book. It's a history of wood and cedar.
Bali's like one of those super strong people who have no clue they're strong, you know? And he's like trying to find strength in other ways. He's just like, just use your muscles.
She looks at all of you. Go! And you see him start to kind of mess around with these dummies. Start to kind of put them back in place. Like the one you took out of the ground, he puts back in the ground and he kind of measures and hits it with a stump. As all these other students disperse, Bali has a date with the board. The rest of you, what do you want to do for your long block?
I don't know immediately. If anybody else has an idea first.
I've got an idea of something I'd like to do, but it's like a personal thing for my character. It's not really gonna like advance the storyline or be homework that's already been given to us.
Yeah, you don't need some insane idea either. It doesn't have to be like something important every day.
Us advance the storyline. What?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna go shopping. So if anyone wants to tag along,
I haven't been able to spend money yet.
Bring the blood.
Bring the blood. I think Marcus will. While he's still depressed, he's gonna go to bed, but not like sleep. He's just gonna crawl in bed.
makes sense.
I can confirm, have been there. Yeah, your depression will wear off after the long block. You start to feel your nap is definitely going to make you feel better. And Ronzo, if you do just want to shop, that can be a short block thing too.
Okay.
Unless you want to do like multi-place.
All I want are. I'll be up front. All I wanted were smith's tools, and I wanted to try and do some rune carving, like the fire, earth, wind, water stuff, and
Cool.
like some stone or something. You know, practice honing my craft.
And to be transparent, you are allowed to join Bali should you wish to.
Oh.
If you wish to combination defend, but also be subject to the same as him.
Nah, he's got this. He does.
Yeah, probably. I'm not going. I'm gonna go shopping. I'm gonna do what I set out to do.
Cool.
Good luck out there.
Shivers.
Yeah,
We can always come back to you in a minute if you want me to.
the idea of spending gold sounds great, and if Ronzo says he has a way to do that, I'm gonna follow him.
Cool. You guys go off shopping. Did you have a place in mind? Did you want to I don't know if you wanted to go check out things with Foggy, or if you wanted to go into town and buy some like normal gear.
I didn't have really a specific place in mind. Wherever I could get smith's tools is what I'm looking for. Yeah. I guess probably like Foggy's place would probably be it based on what Shivers has shared about shopping. I really don't know, honestly. So if I have to do some guesswork,
So-
I'll guesswork it.
Definitely. So, and I will confirm, in Foggy's shop, you would have seen Smith's tools. He's literally both times you guys have come down there, he has been crafting metal.
Yeah, let's hit up Foggy.
But we'll start with Bali. Make things a little interesting. Mr. Bali, you make your way back to Polaris, kind of heart beating, a little nervous. Not necessarily where you wanted to be on your second day of school. Under review, these sorts of terms come with a lot of extra connotation. Never positive. You make your way over to the room stated as you kind of wonder if maybe you were wrong. This room is very dark. As you walk in, this spotlight shining down on you from the ceiling of this tall room. A second light shows up as you didn't make it to orientation, did you? Your orientation speech.
No, I don't think so.
A tiefling woman, the esteemed Carol Zevitz. It only took you a day to get into trouble, didn't it? A second light shines down. This small dwarf, Yagri Bearchin. Let's not be too hasty in our judgment. A third light. As you see this excited-looking hobgoblin woman. Just think of what we could learn from probing his mind.
And as they say that, like, what Marcus told me earlier just, like, flashes in the back of my mind.
A fourth light, dimmer than the rest, as you see this very, very old, very sad elven man, El Tumal. One arm on the desk. Let's just get this over with. As Carol Zevitz begins, you had a very interesting first day of school, didn't you, Bali?
It was rather fun.
It seems you are very well prepared for the stunt that Brasket pulled. A little too well prepared, all of you.
We're quick on our feet.
Right.
How is that a
And
detriment?
then after that, when you had a confrontation with Pendulum.
School bullies, yes.
You destroyed the statue of Venrist, one
We
of our
will
venerable
Pay
founders.
for that. We will. That I am truly sorry for.
And lastly, she kind of straightens out some papers and goes to some that are more arcane in manner. These notes. You will perform for us right now the polymorph spell.
That's pretty high level, isn't it? Like, I can't do that with my feat of magic. Yeah.
Shit.
I would say if you rolled above a 40. So yes, this is impossible.
Well, Tim, I was wrong on my stream today.
Bali cannot perform this spell, miss.
Multiple students reported you shifting. And as a gracious dean, and as head of this board, I will give you benefit of the doubt. Perform the polymorph spell.
Very well. I hold out my burnt waka nut.
Yeah.
Any preferences?
Do what you did yesterday. And if you try to do anything funny, you will be gone.
Okay. I'm gonna hold out my nut with my trunk and like extend my trunk till it's straight and like start like almost acting like I'm struggling.
Yeah. Can you roll me a performance or a deception?
Okay. Or deception. Both are -1s. Nice.
I think it's funny that you're not good at acrobatics or performance.
Yeah, and you're a circus elephant. Gotcha.
That's why he got all those scars.
Okay, we're just gonna go with performance, I guess.
She looks... Mrs. Zevitz looks at you. Very straight-faced, very unimpressed.
Sorry, a lot of pressure. This is my
She
first
looks-
year at school.
She
Performance
looks
anxiety.
at Ms. Zuzal. It's my turn, isn't it? Oh, I'm so excited. And she waves her hand. This small pedestal rises in the center of the room with a stone sphere on it, covered in these yellow kind of runes and glyphs. Please hold that.
What was the tablet thing? Like, what did it look like that I was given to ward off?
It's like it's like a little pill, essentially, like one of those little ones you break. You can essentially equate it to a cyanide capsule.
Okay. Did he say how long it lasts?
I think I put like 1 to 4 hours or something.
Okay. I'm gonna act like I enter like a coughing fit. And I'm gonna like pull something out of my pocket and be like,
Yeah, I want you to roll me another performance of deception.
and I want to try to throw the pill in my mouth when I'm doing that.
Sleight of trunk.
Or sleight of hand would
Sleight of trunk. I have a +2 in that.
Sleight of hand would also be very fitting. That's a good shout.
Mm-hmm.
Sleight of trunk.
Who's what up? Ooh, that's a lot better.
Nice.
Bali, you toss this pill in your mouth. You start coughing. The deans look confused.
Is it dusty in here?
Then you become a little confused. As very quickly, it's like static in your head. But it's getting louder and louder and louder. I want you to roll me a d4.
That is a 4.
Nice.
Let's do this for dramatic effect.
I just had to tell Jack that I'm not playing Deep Rock with him right now.
I miss Jack.
No, Jack.
Road Jack. Yeah, everything it gets louder and louder and louder until you can't focus on anything else. Hear anything else. Shivers, Ronzo. You head to this basement once again, where more than before, there are pieces of metal welded together. As before we do that, I think we should probably take a squat piss.
Okay.
See you in a minute. And I respond to you, Phil. Ooh-wee. Welcome back.
Hey.
Y'all ready?
Mm-hmm.
Ronzo and Shivers. The two of you head in. You see Foglet still working on whatever he's working on. You know, leave on the same music for a while. Let's switch it up.
How are his taggy bags?
Fantastic.
Just checking up on your taggy bags.
So you walk up to him, and again, it's the same as before. He's just welding metal together. Not a very normal thing in this time and age, but with a bit of magic. So you walk up. He turns around. As he looks, a couple of these lenses flip back out and kind of roll back into his helmet. Oh, welcome back. You got the orb.
No.
Oh, I see. Well, some of you ain't here, so I bet you all died. I told you what would happen.
Not yet.
What can Foggy do for you?
I'm looking for some smith's tools. I need them for a school project.
Oh, well, I probably got something extra hanging around. I was thinking about what you said. Construct.
Hey.
Well, it turns out I've got a lot of spare crap. You see, there's a lot, When you make a lot of stuff like me, sometimes you don't really need it much anymore. And he gives a smile. Like, these things are washing up every other day. And he takes a Gakalan off the wall. You want this? 50 gold. You want this? He takes out a fake eye. 50 gold. You want this? He takes out a wand. 75 gold.
I be wanting it all, but it all be out to me price range.
He leans up against the table. Well, what you want? Smith tools, right. Oh, well, I couldn't just let a follower of the craft go empty-handed, could I? Well, sadly, there's a lot of mining happen up here, but not a lot of smithing anymore. All the iron's been getting shipped down to Sanctus. But, I could part with a set. Do you want to go?
What about a barter?
I'm listening.
You've seen the sickle. Would you like to have it?
No. I'll tell you what I do want, though. And I'd offer far more than just a set of old tools for it if you could get it for me. He looks both ways.
I'm listening.
He walks in real close. Real close. I need the heart of a greater fiend. And he looks around kind of nervously.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
No big thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And where might we find such a thing?
No idea. That's up for you to find out.
Well,
I'd even give you old Trusty here, and he pulls out this kind of larger crossbow, and it again has this scroll case around it.
do you see anything in your budget here, Shivers?
Hey, Foglet, I've got 20 gold. It's burning a hole in me pocket. Help me.
Well,
You can buy a set of Smith's tools with that, I hear.
I'm happy to share mine.
Hey, I could do ye a favor, Ronso. But I'm
If
predicting...
there's a... Sorry.
I'm hoping to come into some more gold here soon, hopefully. Then I'll be back for the eye.
Yeah, he kind of has all sorts of, like, crafting gear, so if there's anything, like, in the mundane equipment that you have your eye set on, I can tell you if he'd have it or not.
Huh. Not really, honestly. I was looking for
But
something magic.
Yeah, as far as all the magical stuff,
Mm-hmm. Of course. it's
50
gonna be
gold is
expensive.
kind of the minimum.
Yeah, as it should be.
Yeah.
I'm learning the harsh realities of being on land.
So I sort of dump my coin pouch out on the counter for Foglet, putting my one gold piece that I'll have left back in my bag.
Yeah, he goes out and kind of like this, it's this multi-room situation. And he goes into this room, he takes out a set of kind of these dusty old tools, and he waves a hand over them, and just all the dust, all the wear, and tear just zoop, disappears.
Nice.
If you're planning on making anything, don't tell bloody Franklin.
Got it. Who's Franklin?
An arsehole. Just don't. Trust me. All right. Anything else?
I'll be back for the eye. Don't ye dare sell it.
I guess that's all for today. Thanks, Foglet.
Nothing to identify.
If we find anything good, we'll bring it to you.
No more world-ending artifacts on your person.
No.
Good.
Unless this is world ending, and I'm pretty sure the broken amulet in my inventory is what we got from the cemetery.
Yeah.
I just want to show it to him. He doesn't have to identify it. I don't know if it's magical or anything, but if he can tell me anything about it, that would be cool.
He looks at it. You got the gold?
No, I just gave you it.
I've got the gold.
I'm gonna pay since we're here. We'll save some time.
I forgot
7
he
gold.
charges. I forgot he charges money.
Yeah.
I owe you, Shivers.
Well, it's got no magic in it anymore. But if you leave it to Old Foggy, I can tell you what it does in a couple nights.
Couple nights.
It might be world-ending, Ronso.
Did he say months or nights?
Nights.
Okay. I was like, a couple months. Jeez. Yeah, we'll be back, Foglet. You can hold on to it.
And he kind of looks in this lens zooming. He's particularly focused on the backside, where it's kind of this, like, just these different markings. As the two of you head back to your room, Marcus, that nap, maybe not nap, just kind of reprieve from everything. It made everything a bit better. As the three of you are back in the dorm, the two of you make your way back. Is there anything you three would like to do for your short block? Bali has not returned.
I'm gonna grab a piece of stone and try and practice putting these tools to use.
I'm gonna talk to Marcus.
Alright.
Marcus, I need to ask you a question. If someone were to happen to want the heart of a fiend, would that be something that would be considered untoward?
A greater fiend.
A greater fiend, nonetheless. How would it be? How do you put it? Received.
What's in all that is holy?
Just by chance.
What's the heart of a greater fiend?
I've got a feeling, Marcus.
This is the best character.
Who wanted this heart?
Hypothetically, Marcus. Imagine with me.
Hypothetically,
I hope Ronzo's in another room.
someone who wanted such a powerful thing as this
Yes.
could have very interesting motives. It would be untoward. Would they also want Krim's body? Excuse me, and then I go like,
See,
hide under my bed.
You just gave Marcus his night task.
He says, "Excuse me," before he goes under his bed.
Under his bed.
Excuse me. Oh, that's the greatest thing. Yeah, like Mike Heel speaking, I could not keep that info. I needed that info to go to another person. Anyway, yeah.
So
If you'll
y'all-
excuse me.
That's the best. And I imagine him just still standing there, and he's just under there.
All of y'all except Bali. You have a night block. I think Shivers is the only one who didn't say what he wanted to do.
I would go work for, or like look for Bali or something. See where Bali's at, because he should have been back, right?
Yeah.
Or am I wrong about that?
I mean, you don't know necessarily how long these proceedings would go, but
Okay.
it's been a while.
Well, Marcus, it was a good talk. I'm gonna go find Bali.
And I'm just gonna like just walk out. I'm gonna walk by Ronzo though first and see what he's. You're just smithing, you said, Ronzo? Or
He's chiseling.
chiseling?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll leave you.
Chiseling.
I'll leave you to that. Yeah, you need the practice.
So,
I'm going to go
You
find
go-
Bali.
Just let him know before I leave.
yeah. You go looking around Shivers. After a little while of not seeing him, you think, where have you found your friends every single time they've been gone?
He's
You
lying
head
in a
over.
bed somewhere.
You head over to the infirmary,
Yep.
where instead of Shauna, you see quietly tiptoeing between the beds this very, very pale halfling. As they are at the bedside of just waking up no other than Bali. Bali, you rouse, you kind of wake up, but your head is killing you. And it's like, it's almost as if you can't really put thoughts together. No think good. You have disadvantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws until you finish a long rest. So, not for long. As you see Shivers and this wide-eyed woman. You passed out, didn't you?
What happened? The static. It was so loud.
Oh,
Unbearable. They were gonna know.
Look over at Shivers.
They were gonna know, Shivers.
what were they going to know?
You can't know.
That is none of your business.
I'm gonna just shuffle my way in and try to scuttle in between her at Mach 3 or Mach -3, I guess I should say. Yeah, and just try to move in between her and just say,
Bali, what happened to you, lad? Say something. Are you all right?
He passed out.
I'm not talking to you. Shut your mouth.
She looks at you like these wide eyes. He passed out. He was drooling.
Aye, he's been known to do that, yes. But I am
Had
talking
a
to him.
nervous breakdown. He is only yours once I let him leave.
There was something in the room. I began coughing, and then my head.
I'm obviously,
yeah,
that's not what happened, but
yeah.
You missed all the interesting parts, Bali. All of them.
Were you there?
I'm always there.
Is this what it's like to be around me?
Somehow less creepy?
Yeah.
Yagri Bearchin, the Dean of Confrontation.
You're the Dean of Confront. Oh, you're not the Dean of Confrontation?
No.
Oh.
He paid the fine. She smiles.
For what?
Oh. For you breaking the statue, of course. Of our dear departed Venrist.
I would have paid. I told them.
Do you have 50 gold right now?
Not right now, but we would have paid.
You would have paid it from the mines. The Dean of Confrontation has covered it for you.
That was awful kind.
I can't wait to see you again, Bobby. As she...
I hope to not see you again.
As she smiles and tiptoes off.
I know she said that you couldn't leave without her permission, but she just left, so I'm fairly certain if you just ran, we could make it.
Oh yeah, you can leave now.
Okay. Okay.
Shivers.
Yes, Bali.
We need ice cream.
I just put my robotic metallic hand on him.
That we do, lad, that we do. Come on, let's get you some ice cream.
it's super dark, right?
It's late at night.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
This is past the short block.
Oh, damn, yeah.
As you leave the School of Resolution, you notice, and this whole place, I wouldn't say it's really dark out. It is like a summer in the far north. Outside the School of Realization, you notice again this man clad in gray armor. As he goes up to a couple of guards at the front of the School of Realization, he takes out a long scroll. As they open the gate, and he walks into the school.
Who is that man?
I am not sure. But he be chasing a beast. Little one. Maybe he has some gold for us if we could help. I be short on gold myself. We be finding many things we need it for. But your debt is paid, right? From what she said.
Well, he's not so sure this is about gold anymore.
What else could it be about?
We have a bad feeling. Every passing minute in this place. Our time here should be short. We complete the mission, we leave.
Aye. That lump sum of gold should cover me to get where I be needing to go. Ye be right, let's get out of here. Ronso and Marcus be waiting for us. Maybe you can get him out from under the bed.
Yeah, I'll go back.
Yeah, you both go back. Ronzo kind of finishing up his carving. Marcus scribbling. Not that you can see it. As y'all regroup, is there anything you'd like to say before Betty?
Yeah, I kind of want to gather everybody.
I'm sure you're all wondering what was said. They were
Aye.
rather menacing, I think is the word. The board. They made demands of me to perform a polymorph spell. I have no recollection. I couldn't do it. Marcus, I bit the pill.
Probably for the best. They wanted to see you change shape.
They went to hand me an orb. It was glowing. We acted like we had a coughing fit. When the pill broke in our mouths, everything became overwhelming. It was like static in my brain. I don't remember much more.
You're still here. You must be in the clear, huh?
Well, he thinks what scares us more is what happened after.
You tell.
I don't know. What if they did something to us when we, passed out?
I look at my body. Do I have any marks on me or anything, or other than my scars?
Can you roll me a d20?
The dicks are unrelated.
18.
Classic Phil roll. Yeah, you look around a bit dirtier, but nothing no incisions or secret lobotomies.
Got it.
Nothing that you can really notice.
The
Yeah.
Dean of Confrontation paid our fine for breaking the statue.
Our?
Our.
I see.
We didn't like that place. It was. If that's how the board is, this school is the way it is for a reason. Shivers and I talked, and I think we draw more focus at the task at hand so we can leave.
I feel like we be having a bit too much fun. Let's get out of here.
Not sure if you felt it, Marcus. You're usually pretty adept at recognizing ill omens. We don't want to stay here.
Yeah. I was feeling pretty off today.
I had a question, and I'm not sure we've asked it yet. Amber tasked us to get the body of Krim. Why does Amber need the body? Is that not our question to ask?
I believe he said so others couldn't have it. Something to that effect. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah,
I
so
can
we didn't
tell
have
you-
to bring it to him, right?
he pretty much just wants it back in safekeeping so other people don't use it, or
Yeah, I mean,
He
we, know,
essentially
we
said-
know necromancy goes on, so
He
maybe
said-
someone's trying to.
and he
raise-
said, like, in his own words, peace of mind.
Mhm.
Believe what you will. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
paired in what he said.
Mhm.
And now what would be really troubling if someone was out there looking for a greater fiend heart or something. That would be something else. Entirely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Molly just like woke up, and, like all confused, like what the hell? Literally, what the hell?
I tried to make a frost rune with my free time and the stone carving, so I'll show it to the group. I imagine it's pretty crude, maybe unfinished.
Roll me a check with Smith's tools.
Ooh. Come on. Crit.
What is that? Dex and proficiency bonus?
You use whatever stat you think is best. It's mostly going to be down to what's on the die anyway.
Yeah. So fitting.
Very crude, like you say. Trying to make this rune, all this kind of... It's hard to sit through one class and get everything you need from it, right?
Yeah.
There's something missing, though.
It's worth mentioning, yeah, I was just aiming for carving the basic shape. I'm not trying to make a magic rune.
Yeah, something's missing. Just doesn't look right. It doesn't feel right. But it's a start. Think tank. Anything else before we head to bed?
We think we're gonna skip class tomorrow.
What?
I want to spend the day in the library. We want to learn more about Krim. See if there's anything about their life or a characteristic about them that made them, the way they were, or a reason someone would want to take the body, or something we missed.
I like that idea.
Marcus, you said that one group were hunters? The Hellsingers?
Yes, like monster hunters of a sort.
This may be a reach, but maybe the body of Krim could give them some sort of edge on their hunt, or perhaps Krim was some sort of beast.
Was a half elf. We know this.
Are you saying we make allies with them?
I think they showed a sign of mutual respect. At the very least.
I guess I'd hoped that if we did well enough in classes that we would get special permissions to enter the School of Realization.
I don't be thinking anybody has them permissions quite yet. It might take a long time before we get there that way. I have something that the Hellsingers might like.
I pull out the silver dagger. This thing specifically deals extra damage to stuff that's transformed. And it's a silver weapon.
Yeah, their weapons are like already silver, right?
Yep. I'm gonna hold it out and just be like,
maybe if we offer it like a peace offering or something, maybe they could help us get done with all this faster. But I don't know how much we could really tell them.
I think it's a great idea.
I don't think their motives are to find a dead body or find a lost body, but they would more than likely use that dagger to great effect.
Aye, then we use it as a bargaining chip. If they show interest in it, any information that we desperately need, perhaps they might have it.
I don't think we should all skip class either. Greta was there, but at least one from her clique was missing. Maybe we should split up, at least show face. We can't draw too much attention to ourselves.
We were thinking we're already on bad terms. So what's one more thing?
And there's nothing saying we got to do good in the school or have 1,000,000 gold stars, or skulls, I mean.
But Ronzo did have a point. We don't want to draw attention to the fact that we are missing classes.
Yes.
Or to what we might be doing while we're not at class.
I'll bite the bullet. I'll go to the classes.
No. I don't think I'll be much help in the library. I'll go to class.
I'll die in the library, so I need to go to class.
But Ollie was thinking only we would skip class.
Aye, I agree.
Yeah, they hate you anyway, so.
Maybe we'll play it off as reading medical books, because we don't feel well
Yeah, so the think tank, you all, with your plans, you get some shut-eye in your various ways. You wake up to the same scratching, a bit of venison steak and axe beak omelet.
Yeah.
On the board today, it has written mental fundamaterials at the School of Transition and rudimentary runes with Triz meeting at the front gate. A small expedition. As Bali, for at least this first class, you head to the School of Comprehension, to this library. Are you going to try to avoid being seen by people playing hooky, or just kind of play it off cool? Pretty much asking you to choose between a stealth check and some kind of charisma check.
Which I'm bad at both. So
I'm
better at stealth though. So
yeah,
let's go for that.
Going into this library, it is very easy to be sneaky. It is very quiet. Everything here is muffled. Roll me a stealth at advantage.
Whoops. Roll that. Okay, I'll just do this. No, I don't want to do that. Hold on. It's weird. For some reason, when I click stealth, it didn't give me an option to.
29.
It didn't give me an option to do advantage.
All of those rolls are fine.
16 and 13. That's what I got. So.
Okay, so 18. Very good. You kind of make your way into this library. Barry is a little too busy. There aren't really other students there. It's like classes that go on in the like extra rooms to this library that like kind of jut off of it. But it's pretty easy to get lost in the stacks without anyone finding you. As Shivers, Marcus, Ronzo, you make your way to the School of Transition.
Was there any blood on the chalkboard this morning?
Yeah.
Can I take the chalk?
Off the planchette?
Yep, I'm gonna like just take it with me.
Yeah, it has like a bit of, it's a bit hard to like pull off, but get it off after a second.
Yep. I just have a strange feeling about this. I'm just gonna take it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're not taking the whole planchette, right? Just
nope.
the chalk?
I'm just taking a little piece of chalk that's
okay.
got blood inside.
You take the chalk. You take the chalk, and the planchette starts to like kind of move around, but not like trying to spell anything out, just like haphazardly. As you make your way.
Was there any cryptic message on the chalkboard? I'm sorry.
Ooh, was there any cryptic message? That's a good question.
Because we've seen die, we've seen there will be blood, we've seen stuff like that. So all I recall you saying were the classes today.
Just the classes.
Okay.
As you make your way to the School of Transition, It's rather busy today. There are a lot of students kind of talking and just kind of waiting for their classes to start. It's very loud in here. You kind of check your schedule, you try and remember where you go, and you go down this corner. And as you turn the corner, just all the noise cuts out. It's quiet. There's just the faintest sound of like a wind kind of whistling through the hallways. As you hear a bit of humming. As you see the doorman just minding his own business, sweeping. The hallway is pristine. He's not really sweeping anything. He's just sweeping. As he continues to kind of hum to himself.
Are there no other students around?
Mm-mm.
Are we lost?
Are you lost?
Do I think I'm lost? Should I roll for it?
It's strange, but you literally just turned a corner. It would be kind of weird to be lost.
Doorman,
He
are you the teacher?
drops his broom. So he holds up his hands kind of confused. You notice that he's missing his pinkies, both of them.
You're not the doorman.
No, I am. You talked to you a few days ago. What are you doing in my hallway?
We're looking for class.
What was your class? I can direct you. Why are you here?
Mental fundamentals.
Oh, mental fundamaterials.
Yeah, that one.
Just go back the way you came, then come back.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Where them pinks?
I turn and walk back where the noise was.
Yeah, you walk back, and suddenly you're back in the thick of it. All these students are there, and you look back down the hallway, and there are students there too. Shivers Marcus. Ronzo goes back around the corner. Don't worry, he's like a bit caught off guard. I know all the doors around here. They sometimes just do this, especially in the School of Transition, you know, with conjuration, teleportation magic, all that. Right.
If you're saying it's normal, I believe ye.
I'm just gonna turn and walk and go follow Ronzo, I guess.
Yeah.
Doorman knows some shit, man.
Yeah, for real.
He knows something.
After the talk with Bali, like I might have cared more about this, but after the talk with Bali, I'm not gonna get distracted by stuff like this. He's like, "This is normal." I'm like, "Okay, bye."
As
Right, shut his pinkies in the door or something. Yeah.
Wear them pinks.
the two of you walk back, all this noise again kind of clicks back on. You go back around the corner, and there Ronzo is with all these other students. You go to your class, and as you enter the class, you see an interesting fellow. 2 sets of horns, a bald head, the legs of a goat, red skin. Bali, still in the library. And that's where we'll call it for the night.
That's a good one. The plot thickens.
Yeah, we might get a heart after all. No.
Kill the teacher. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, like if I don't know how it's all gonna play out, but yeah, pretty interesting. Boglet, freaking low ball in that greater demon heart request in there, like, trying to sneak it in there under the rug. It's pretty sick.
Yeah, sorry my internet took up so much time. I'm gonna I have a course of action. They're actually gonna run and put an access point. I think they're gonna put a repeater in the ceiling of my office. They're gonna run it over the attic because they ran some tests, and like in my living room, the shit's fine. But as soon as you go into the office, it just like so.
Yeah, that's what things like extenders and nodes and things are for, because internet really does not, like, signal does not travel that far.
So it's supposed to be like right over my head, like as if the access point was right there. So
Cool.
Nice.
Okay, well,
Hope it works out.
I mean, hopefully we can get all that sorted out. And by we, I mean you, of course. The Bali we.
yeah.
Yeah, it's confusing when you say things like "we" because I'm like,
No,
is he talking
when
about
he said,
us as a whole or
when
himself?
he said "our," I knew exactly what he meant, and I'm like, someone's gonna say it.
And I love that because he's like, when earlier he's like, I'm not good at stealth or charisma, and I'm like, but you're better at stealth because charisma, like that's the we thing, you know, like that's that coming into play, and yeah, like I love that comes to life in the character.
When you were talking to Foglet, for some reason, I don't even know why I thought of this, but I thought it would be hilarious if like there was an NPC, there was like a shopkeep that was like Rick from Pawn Stars, where like you'd give him shit to identify, and he'd be like, "Yeah, let me call my trinket guy."
And
look
like,
at this identified, like lickety split.
but
You just like
He takes out a sending
every time.
stone. Let me talk to my guy.
He's like, best I can do is 20 gold. You're like, what?
exactly.
I gotta make a profit, man.
Yeah, I totally spaced out when I spent like almost every last coin I had, and then I'm like, hey, take a look at this. I forgot he charged to just look at it.
But you almost got away with a thing where like if you have somebody who has a passion and you get like you ask them about a thing, sometimes they'll like do some like free stuff, you know, on
Right,
accident
right.
even, you know, just 'cause they really like it. You're like, hey, how much is this worth? And they're like, oh, that's worth this. Fuck. You know?
Yeah.
You just have to say, "Oh, I love the Kabakan. Can you tell me more about them and this magic item that I think is Kabakan?"
Yeah, exactly. And,
Right.
and then their passion takes over.
Like,
Mhm.
perhaps.
Aw.
Oh,
Comic-Con, you say? I was this close to turning into a bear, by the way, and I was like, I probably should.
That was a tough call.
I thought you were gonna turn into a bear, but then like try and pass it off as the polymorph spell. That's what I
gonna
thought was
try to
gonna
do.
happen.
Yeah.
And he went,
But-
I'm in a room full of like master fucking magic users. There's no fucking way.
Right.
You're gonna believe my little son.
I also thought about turning into a spider and like trying to escape in the dark or something, but I feel like they would have expelled me somehow, so I didn't want to do that.
yeah, it's like all these like high-level casters of that know everything but illusion.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, trying to escape. Let's just say it would take like a good -6 intelligence to.
Well, like they probably know where we sleep at night, right? Like they would be back for sure.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
sent
that
you a letter.
That halfling lady was creepy. I don't know what that was about. But...
My suspicion is she's the foreman in the mines.
Like the crypt keeper.
Something to do with mines. She mentioned the mines, like she wanted you to be there.
I think she was just talking about
she
his
is
debt.
I think she's like the supervisor of the mines or some shit.
She's like, I'm always there.
Yeah,
Like,
that creeped me the fuck out. You know? It's like, I'm not supposed to be creeped out.
Yeah.
Like, I've stared into the abyss,
Exactly.
and that was fucking creepy.
Dude, when I walked up to her and Ryan was describing the big eyes, I was thinking thoughts like that. I'm like, oh, this chick don't know. I'm dark. I've seen like the bottom of the ocean, and then she starts talking, and I'm like, bottom of the ocean ain't nothing. This chick's fucking creepy.
She stared into the abyss and
creepy.
laughed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I'm excited to where this is going because I find it interesting to like have at least one person stray away from kind of what's going on, and then at the same time like report back as if I'm like a spy.
You would
It
love
is-
Call of Cthulhu. That's all that
Yeah.
game is.
It is like with your free time, it feels like we do have to make a choice. Like either try to
And
keep ahead on the homework stuff, or try to solve this mystery that we're trying to.
so yeah, part of what I wanted to do with the whole thing was kind of make it so everyone knew the amount of time they had, but also kind of make it so it wasn't just like if I gave you guys like timekeeping is not like very accurate in games, really.
Mhm.
But if I kind of gave you like it's like I do this and this and this and this and this before bed, like it would be done in no time. Like if I gave you like DnD, like normal DnD time where there's no like kind of limiting factor.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of just wanted like an easy way to time things.
I
Like,
think it
just be
works
like-
well.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm
They
not
were-
complaining. It's just
No, I
making
know.
choices.
It reminds me of like certain strategy board games where you have like certain things you can do in your turn. It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's fun. I look
But-
forward to it every time. So
I'm glad. I look forward to your internet getting better.
Jeez. This isn't
You and
Gillick's
me
hour. But anyway, I love you guys.
You
Have an
and me
awesome
both.
night.
Yep. Have a good night,
All right,
guys.
have a good night, y'all.